I always think that Marx ends up being right about how the society is going to develop, where capitalism will be overthrown at some point by this bizarre technologization of everything, such that we'll have just tons of free time. And he just didn't know it was AI. Who knew that this was going to actually do this? But who knew that both Huxley, that these could be combined, that the language issues and structuring how we can perceive of the world through short videos and reframing and blah, 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 would actually come through this kind of addictive, mind-numbing experience. Because, I don't know, we all have, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who has experience, but like if I'm watching a few videos, even if they're good videos, like SNL or something, or whatever, good, kind of funny videos or something, after watching a few of those things, and I think, my gosh, I could have been reading Orwell or something else, you just feel like I'm dumber because of that. And yet it's such an easy sort of pleasure. This is TV in general. And we don't have TVs here. We don't do TVs. Our house doesn't have a TV, but I've got one in my pocket, so you've always got this pressure. And I think the other aspect here is that it's actually the herd versus the individual that he hits on. You think it might be in 1984 and his other works, the authoritarianism versus democracy or something, but it seems like underneath that is the deeper issue of the herd mentality, of being passive to others, and the individualistic attitude of actually being yourself, like having creative power, owning your life and intending to live your life in a particular way. And I think that Orwell, over and over again, no matter what he's doing, it seems, is saying you can be an individual and you ought to be. You're a human being and you ought to steer your life according to particular dictates that you have not come up with, but that you've embraced for your own reasons. And you're not just like going along with the flow. I think this strikes us as Catholics, I think sometimes this could be we could be upset. Oh no, we're supposed to go along with the flow. I mean, of course, with the church teachings and all this stuff, and so we are a church, an ecclesia. But at the same time, it could be perhaps seen as the model of the saints who live within that language, the shared language that we're given, but have their own spectacular individuality and their own way of incarnating or embodying, is maybe better, the universal messages of Christ's love, since obviously Christ himself is infinite as the God-man, and there's always more that you could say. So I'm going to open up for a second here to you for some theological reflection on the individuality versus the herd thing, and what we might take from, is Orwell, am I off base in saying that maybe there is an individuality aspect that we Catholics should be attentive to, and it's not just a political matter that we're worried about here?
Yeah, I think there's maybe like the language that I would use is, are you meant to be assimilated or are you meant to be dignified? So there's a sense in which Orwell highlights the assimilative force of the polity, especially if that polity is manipulated by bad governors or by tyrannical regimes. And the question is, do you have the habits of mind and heart which help you to resist a false assimilation by means of fear, coercion, passion, ignorance, whatever else? Or is there something else, like more noble going there? So not just being assimilated, but rather being dignified in your expression of your humanity, not just as a radical individualist who's going to set out in whatever direction you determine based on your own autonomy, but as one who has a genuine sense of who you are and what you're for within the setting of the polity, within the setting of the church, in conversation with God and in, genuine subjection to the law, to the legitimate regime, so that all can be in turn kind of built up by and dignified by the experience. And so I think that, Orwell, by his own lights, has some keen insights, but because he doesn't have the whole picture, it doesn't choose to have the whole picture or submit to the whole picture, that you're going to get particular expressions which are kind of, rough around the edges. Father Bonaventure, if you had to choose between getting Warby Parker glasses, subscribing to a YouTube channel, or flossing your teeth, what would you choose?
Oof. I guess, to be honest, subscribing to a YouTube channel.
See, folks, it's not as bad as flossing your teeth or getting Warby Parker glasses. Please subscribe to Godsplaining. Cheers.